Have you ever wondered what this piece of paper in your wallet is actually worth? Or why we all just agree that swiping a plastic card can buy you a coffee? The story of money is one of the most fascinating tales in human history, full of innovation, trust, and a little bit of magic. Let us take a journey back in time to see how we got from trading seashells to digital currencies. Thousands of years ago, before money even existed, people used barter. If you were a farmer with a surplus of grain and needed a new pair of shoes, you had to find a shoemaker who just so happened to need grain. It worked, but it was incredibly inefficient. You can imagine the hassle, right? This problem, known as the double coincidence of wants, was a major roadblock to trade. To solve this, societies started using what's called commodity money. These were items that had their own intrinsic value. Think salt, cattle, shells, or even giant stones. In ancient China, cowrie shells were a popular form of currency for centuries. The Romans famously paid their soldiers in salt, which is where we get the word salary. These items were more convenient than bartering, but they still had problems. They were often bulky, perishable, or hard to divide. Imagine trying to buy bread with a fraction of a cow. The next big leap came with the invention of metal coins, around 600 BC in Lydia, which is modern-day Turkey. These are made from precious metals like gold and silver. This was a game changer. Coins were durable, portable, and easily divisible. Plus, their value was guaranteed by the stamp of a king or government, which built a huge amount of trust. For over 2,000 years, gold and silver coins dominated the global economy, from the Roman Empire to the Spanish conquistadors. But carrying around bags of heavy metal isn't always practical, especially for large transactions. This led to the next major innovation, paper money. It first appeared in China during the Tang Dynasty around the 7th century. Merchants would leave their heavy coins with a trusted party and receive a paper note as a receipt. People started trading these notes directly because it was so much easier. In Europe, the idea took a bit longer to catch on, but by the 17th century, banks started issuing banknotes that were promises to pay the bearer a certain amount of gold or silver on demand. This was the birth of the gold standard. For a long time, every dollar, pound, or franc was backed by a real, physical amount of precious metal stored in a vault. You could, in theory, walk into a bank and exchange your paper money for gold. The system provided stability, but also limited the amount of money a government could create. Everything changed in 1971 when the United States officially abandoned the gold standard. This ushered in the era of fiat money, which is the system we use today. Fiat is a Latin word meaning, "let it be done." Fiat money has value simply because the government declares it does, and we all trust and accept it as a medium of exchange. Its value isn't tied to a physical commodity, but to the stability and credit of the government that issues it. This gives central banks more flexibility to manage the economy, but it also carries its own risks, like inflation. And the story doesn't end there. Today, we're in the middle of another massive shift. We have credit cards, digital payments, and mobile banking. Money is becoming increasingly abstract, just numbers on a screen. And now, we have the rise of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, which are challenging the very idea of centralized government-controlled currency. They operate on a decentralized network called the blockchain, offering a new vision for the future of finance. From bartering cows to mining Bitcoin, the evolution of money is really the story of our search for a better way to trade and store value. It's a system built entirely on collective belief and trust. What do you think is next for money? Will digital currencies take over? Or will we see something completely new? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.